Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report, with that being all right, David, thanks. We're looking forward to the center matchup tonight, Doris. What do you expect to see from these guys inside?
Well, I think there's a requisite physicality in there, certainly. At the same time, there are greater demands on big men, Kevin, than we have ever seen before. Yes, they have to be rim protectors. Yes, they have to control the paint. But now those bigs are asked to defend in space, to guard on the perimeter. Kevin, you know this. That's a tall task.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Tobias Harris is out there with Simmons. And for the Timberwolves, the tandem at the 1 and the 2, Teague and Culver. Bell is out there with Towns, and it's Walden in at the small forward position. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Bell. Outside, Walden. Doesn't go for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Painful to watch, guys. You can see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought, Greg, they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Simmons. Sweet little floater. Simmons got the opening field goal of the game for the 76ers.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Towns against Embiid. Towns is doubled. Passes to Culver. From downtown. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Pulls up from the corner, and he comes up with the deuce. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Teague, the pass to Walden. Culver with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points. Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor. There it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Tries from 16. Here's Embiid. Tries again. Horford trying to free himself up. And Embiid lays it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Towns. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I mean, guys, how good is the form and the release? Karl Anthony Towns capable in the mid-range as well.
Fade away. Offensive rebound. Embiid, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Cloak loose. Walden, the pass to Culver. Oh, good on the triple. Philadelphia leading by 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Walden.
And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Well, obviously, the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
And the pass to Towns. Chalk up 2 there. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, takes contact, keeps his balance. Nice finish by Towns.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Teague's at the ball here for the Timberwolves. They trail by 9 points. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
But, Greg, I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball, too critical in today's NBA. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and the shot goes down. 9 points in the game so far.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Teague against Simmons. Teague kicks to Culver. 5 to shoot. Outside, Walden puts one up from 19, and that's good for 2.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
It's stolen by Teague. Now here comes Teague, leading the break. Walden in the corner, lets the 3 fly, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Timberwolves trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pulls it up. Axel Walden with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Towns. And it's Culver at the elbow. Pass to Walden. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
So effective. Love when AW looks to score the ball from that area.
Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. No good from Bell.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Dora, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And there it is for him. 13 points in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now Napier. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. Towns, no luck. And no good that time. Good D by Covington. Napier dishes to Covington. A steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Napier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Towns. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Back to Richardson. Jacks up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Greg, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won. Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Napier kicks to Lehman for 3. That one doesn't drop. The 76ers leading by 16. Here's Korkmaz, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Covington in the corner. Pulls up. And it's off the back rim. No good. Philadelphia's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. The Timberwolves shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. And the basket by Napier.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Passes it to Lehman.
I got him.
Shot clock at 6. Off target with his 3. The 76ers leading by 16. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. He's got 18.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Now, here's Napier. Richardson covering. Towns at the elbow. Over O'Quinn. And it's Towns missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Back to O'Quinn. The pass to Korkmaz. Philadelphia moving the ball around. He dialed that one up from long distance. He's got 21.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Napier. Dismissed.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And Covington sends it back. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And here's Napier. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Pass to Covington. And he dunks it down.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
No good that time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the 76ers have been. And it goes down!
No, he didn't!
Yeah.
No, he
It
didn't!
went down! Oh! Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
6 to shoot. Pass to Jang. Over Richardson. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Jang's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, this is an excellent mid-range shooter. Zhang also likes to set his teammates from that spot.
For 3, Covington. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. The 76ers leading by 20. Out to the right wing. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 26 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Napier kicks to Covington. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Covington's got 5 now.
Right now, Robert Covington in the catch and shoot has so much confidence.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. That one good for 2. 7 points in the game. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lets it go with the 3. Drills it from outside. And the 76ers lead by 20.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Napier kicks to Covington. Left side, Towns. Pass to Napier.
I got your help.
Back to Towns. Scott against Jang. And there's the pass to Covington. Launches it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit. A Up in the air, just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a game...
Minnesota, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Free throw drops for Culver.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
To the inside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Misses from the corner. Timberwolves trail by 12. Pass to Bell. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Put the ball on the deck and make a play. Jordan Bell can do this from time to time.
Takes the 13-footer. He gets that one. He's got 31.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Teague the pass to Towns. Here's Culver. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And how about the attitude Culver's playing with right now, doing his best to make things happen on that drive.
Shooting 6 of 9 from the line so far tonight. Napier, he's checked in for Jeff Teague. Both shots good from the stripe.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
And Embiid with the block. And he's able to get it back.
And really, AW is a threat to score from anywhere. This is what makes defenders so uneasy.
The Timberwolves have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And really, AW is a no-nonsense guy. He speaks what's on his mind, and that kind of honesty is refreshing.
No good on the second free throw. Of course, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
No good on that one.
Well, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Mike Scott's checked in for the 76ers. And he sinks the second. Philadelphia leading by 13, and Simmons kicks to Harris to the left wing for the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. A 3 from AW, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can.
Minnesota making a switch here. Covington's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Harris. Releases. Kept alive. Here's Embiid. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 16. Covington wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Outside, Simmons. And the 76ers get it back. Clock at 6. Covington with the steal. Picked his pocket. Back to Embiid. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Culver. Back to Napier. Passes it to Covington. Towns against Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns, the pass to Napier. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Boy, when Towns is moving the basketball, guys, the floor opens up for him. The defense has now got to respect passing and scoring.
Embiid. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. For Philadelphia, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. First one falls for him. Jake Layman's checked in for Minnesota. And Philadelphia also making a switch. O'Quinn's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Towns, no luck.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Looking to get it going. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Layman. He dishes it to Covington. From deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first one falls.
Number 35. At the line for 2.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. From deep 3-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. 76ers on top, just dominating this one. It's time now to go courtside as we...
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The 76ers leading by 21. The tandem at the 1 and the 2, Teague and Culver. Alden is out there with Bell, and it's Towns in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Walden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid. lot of players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
Here's Culver, and the shot is long. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. Second shot opportunity. Bell with the block.
Well, you've got that length and athleticism. Put it to good use, Jordan Bell. This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Now here's Walden. Outside, Towns. And Teague has it in the corner. Shot from the wing. Second chance shot, and Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
Well, there's a willingness to mix it up on the glass, and that's a big plus for Karl Anthony Towns.
The pass to Harris. Towns with the steal. Walden in the corner. Culver with it. 8 points for him. Six on the shot clock. Teague for three. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Clock at 2.
And don't sleep on Simmons defensively. Very skilled there as well. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on.
Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Connects from three-point range. He has 45 points.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Pass to Towns. The feed to Walden. And Walden throws it down.
What floor awareness from Karl Anthony Towns to be 7 foot and that skilled. How lucky is he?
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Can't hit from in close.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Teague. And Embiid with the block. And they get it back. Here's Walden. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Walden's got 6 in the quarter.
And you have to be aware of AW at all times, especially when he's aggressively looking to score. And when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Stolen away. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
And so it's Minnesota with it. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Towns wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Harris. Horford tried to free himself up. Harris, good. Harris has got 10 points.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
And the shot goes in. 19 points for Axel Walden.
You have to admire AW's focus. Even with the D on him, he finds a way to capitalize.
To the wing right side. Misses the three. Minnesota's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Towns, a player who took a little bit of time adjusting from the college game at Kentucky to the NBA game, especially Doris on the defensive end.
I do think you have to appreciate over the last several seasons Karl Anthony Towns' commitment to becoming a better defender. Listen, he has the length to not only block shots, but to alter shots, and you just want him to have consistent effort on that end.
Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Richardson, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Teague finds Towns. Looking to end his cold spell. It's blocked.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him. And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. Now, here's Napier. He's covered closely, and that one's good, Walden.
And how about the competitiveness of Walden? It's what allows him to dominate games like this.
Good D by Axel Walden. Timberwolves trail by 19. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Harris.
Hey, who's watching now?
Here's Richardson. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And it's Walden missing. Lets it go from 11, and he drops that one in.
You know, they've barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Richardson with the double team. Walden dishes to Napier, and stolen by Richardson. From deep, the offensive rebound, and Simmons is right there.
Intent on keeping that possession alive, Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
I got everybody talking like a group.
Robert Covington's checked in for Minnesota. Jake Layman comes in for Culver. Then for the 76ers, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. And it's Korkmaz in for Tobias Harris. Another steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Covington sends it back. Now Napier goes up on the wing. Got a piece of it. Here's Simmons. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far. Minnesota shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Outside, Covington. Another miss by Minnesota.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The 76ers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The first free throw is good. Scotty's checked in for Josh Richardson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Another steal. Timeout called the 76ers.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
And Towns gets it to go.
And this, to me, is important for Karl Anthony Towns. We know he has a terrific perimeter game, but I like to see him take charge on the interior first.
This one for three. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Covington. Layman passed to Napier. Up and in on the layup. Napier's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
And the 3 ball is good.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
To the wing on the left. Towns is doubled. Back to Napier. Just 5 to shoot from past the arc. Here's Covington. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Robert Covington being opportunistic in the mid-range. Go to work, young Co.
Misses the wing 3. The Timberwolves shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Here's Layman. To the paint. Here's Towns. Over O'Quinn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, when you think about the skill that Karl Anthony Towns has, and you realize he's just getting started in the league, his future is truly off the charts. By the midpoint of his career, we could be talking about him as one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game.
And with the offensive tool set of Karl Anthony Towns, Doris, he could see MVP consideration in the future.
Well, what we know about Karl Anthony Towns certainly is that each and every night he has a major impact for his team. And consider, he's still growing as a player and ironing out some areas. But this guy is going to be a star for a long time, no doubt.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside, Simmons. Knocked away and stolen by Napier. Drops in the breakaway layup. Napier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
Here's Layman. It's hauled in by the 76ers. The shot from 20 feet away. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Napier passes to Towns. Outside, Covington. Jang finds Napier. 6 to shoot. Now here's Towns. Now here's Covington. O'Quinn defending. Goes up from the top of the key. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Scott now, top of the key. Korkmaz passes to Scott. Takes a 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Let's take a look at the teams that have done a great job of converting turnovers into points since the All-Star break. The 76ers, number 1.
Their defense has taken on a new life since the break. I mean, they're getting into teams, forcing turnovers, and they look like a different group.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
And so here is Philadelphia. O'Quinn, the pass to Korkmaz. And the shot goes in. Korkmaz has got his second bucket.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Banked in off the glass.
Well, the thought was Zhang would never be much of a scorer, but I think he's changing people's minds.
lets it go from the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now here's Napier. D right on him. Here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
Wow, big-time size, speed, power combination from Gorgui Dieng. Wow.
Plenty of space. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Horford is out there with Scott. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then it's Simmons. Bell's shot is good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Good tee by Bell. Deflects the pass. Timberwolves trail by 18. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And when you think of Jordan Bell, you think of do-it-all big man.
Specifically how strong he is on defense. Great timing for blocking shots, good hands, and can guard anybody out on the floor. Can finish plays as well when moving at the hoop.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Culver's checked in. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota now the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Teague for 3. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. That one falls. And that's now 18 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Over with it. Simmons is there. Here's Teague. Makes it off the glass. Teague's got his first points of the game.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Walden, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Horford. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, Kev, that's about all-out effort from Al Horford. He refuses to be denied.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
Philadelphia leading by 16. Culver with the steal. Here's Teague. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific
Hey guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for Rick Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special postgame guest joining us.
Hey, man, this is Kenny, man. I thought your coach did a great job on the offensive end to get you open. Getting you into a rhythm was important. What was he telling you before the game?
You know, Kenny, he was just telling me to stay patient, man. Work within the system. We do a good job of creating space to give scorers like myself room to operate. That spacing also allows us to control the matchups, forces the defense to make difficult decisions and adjustments. It's all about the spacing, man, spacing.
Yep, we're going to give you some space, man. Go get your shower, man.
Will do.
And thanks for joining us this evening, folks. We've reached the end of our broadcast, sadly. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, this is Ernie Johnson. Farewell.